Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. No issues whatsoever, right, guys? Awesome. Will there be a lecture on Sunday? Absolutely, yes. Why would Sunday not be a lecture? Okay, no issues with the audio or the video. Great, awesome, guys, awesome. So, how was your day, guys? How was your day? How was your day, guys? Let me know. Very good. Fab. Great. Good. Okay, that's really great to hear, guys. It's been heavy. I'm sick here. What happened, sort of? Make sure that you guys are able to keep your health proper. The health is very important, right? A few days back, my health deteriorated a lot, and for 3 4 days, I was on complete bed rest. So 3 4 days, no work was being done. Boot camps were being hampered. So please make sure that you guys are able to keep your health proper, guys. Always, okay? I'm loving what I'm feeling after watching your videos. You did a great job and gave me a lot of positive energy. Congratulations. Have a great weekend. Greeting from Brazil. Tanza, it's great to see that you are enjoying studying. Okay, that's really, really amazing because see, the aim of the boot camps is not to teach you guys something. You can learn from anywhere. Okay, try to understand something. You can learn from YouTube, you can learn from videos, you can learn from courses. There's so many different places to learn from. The aim of the boot camps is to promote a culture in which you have a habit of learning daily, like spending 1.5 hours daily on something to learn. That is the major aim of the boot camps. Okay, and that is what I want to inculcate as a habit within you guys. Okay, a viral fever, sort of, please make sure that you are able to keep yourself healthy, take on the antibiotics and everything on time itself. Okay. We'll conduct an extra time today. Tejaswini will look, okay, depending upon how the classes goes, right? How do I feel? Okay, I'm a fresher to this course. I'm eligible to earn a certificate and learn efficiently. I started today. Okay, first of all, guys, please try to understand one thing. I'm being very honest with you guys. I am a recruiting manager. Okay, so I take up a lot of different interviews for multiple different companies. I'm clearly stating you one thing very clearly. If you are a person who puts certificates on your resumes, okay, then please make sure that you don't do this, because as a recruiter, when I see students with just certificates after certificates on their resume, it clearly means one thing, that you have not done anything. You have not done anything. That is the value of a certificate. A certificate adds negative value to your resume. Okay, please do not include, don't go like that particular guy who like, I'm gonna catch them all like Pokemon ki tarah. Certificates, don't collect them. Like, it makes no sense. Knowledge is what you guys need to go after, not certificates, guys. Give me 2 minutes, I just need to put this away. Give me 2 minutes, guys. So those who are here for just certificates, I'm warning you guys one thing. There is no certificate on this planet Earth that can help you get internships or job roles. It is not certificates that interviewers sees. You can add projects, you can add your volunteer experiences, maybe you're participating in some club events related to coding, you can put that as well. There's so many different things that you can do. But if you are putting up your certificates on your resume, you are just wasting your time. Are you completing whole ChatGPT front end plus back end? What is the name of this particular boot camp? Santoshi Bora, could you please let me know? Okay, while Santoshi is letting us know that, let us move. Should I do web dev and DSA parallelly? I won't be suggesting that. I will suggest first do data structures and algorithms, then proceed to competitive programming. Once you start getting good at it or okayish at it, then start with web dev parallelly with competitive programming. Okay. Uh, it's your work that they want, not just work, but knowledge, projects, good quality projects, okay, experience. These are the kind of things that they are looking forward for. I want skills of all languages. Again, that is also a very wrong way of going about things, because companies want a student to have just one or two programming languages at max. Anything more than that, you are just wasting your time. Do we need to submit any kind of final project to get the final certificate? Absolutely not. Okay. Okay, so shall we start our today's class, guys? I think so. 5 minutes are over. Let's start our today's class. Does degree matter? Yes, it matters. Absolutely. But without a degree as well, if you have the right quality of skill sets, you can find jobs, but you can't think about getting a very high paying job in a very good MNC. You will find jobs at smaller startups. But yeah, you will be able to do that. So shall we start our today's class, guys? Please let me know. How can I find our interest in any field? It does not matter. See, guys, you are not aiming for, if you want to find interest in something, go and make it a hobby. You are looking forward for a job. ठीक है? उसमें, if you like something or if you don't like something, it does not matter at all. Please try to understand this. I don't understand. This is the new mindset, the new Gen Z mindset itself. Okay, I like this, so I'm going to do this. See, it really doesn't matter. You are preparing for a particular opening into IT. Once the company selects you, it is going to put you into some particular field you don't have any control of. Okay, you don't get to choose that, oh, I like full stack, so the company is also going to put me in full stack. I did my entire internships, my entire study in data science. When I got into Google, I worked into backend development. So it does. I gave an interview in full data science as well, but my job was in backend. So please try to understand it. Companies don't give a fuck about what are your interests, what is the available positions, what is the work that is there in the company. The company is going to push you for that. So don't think about these type of stuff itself. Okay. So a lot of people are offering us to join their paid online program. They said that 6 months course. After that, they'll give us Microsoft approved certificate after the time period end. Then the domain chosen, but they said it is going to cost 7,500 rupees to do so. What to do? Vandita, even DevTown has a program like that that costs around 4,000 rupees itself. But again, it is not a point of certificate. See, certificates again does not add any kind of value to your resume. Look at what kind of projects are they making. Look at what kind of knowledge are they training you in. Okay, are they teaching you DSA? Are they teaching you computer programming? Are they teaching you the right tools or not? If not, stay away from these things. The certificate is not going to help you. At DevTown as well, we also provide a lot of certificates. We even provide students with a 1 month guaranteed internship at an MNC. Like we do that as well, which includes companies like Amazon, Walmart, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan and Chase, and many other companies. We do that, but it does not matter. What matters is we see these certificates are just an add-on bonus. Okay, like ठीक है यार, you have these, okay, fine, but these are not going to help you get any internships or any kind of job roles. If you want that, you need knowledge, and for that you need DSA, you need computer programming, you need development. Are they able to teach you that or not? If they are able to teach you, then go further with that. If you they are not able to teach you, then stay away from these things. Like it's as simple as that. Okay, learning is much more important. Learning the right things is much more. चलो यार ये सब चीज बेकार की बातें हैं. ठीक है, we'll focus upon this at some other point of time. Let's focus upon our class right now. ठीक है, we have so much things to do as well. Okay, so React.JS, that is what we are going to start with in our today's class. Now, how many of you guys have heard about React.JS? Like, I think so you guys are into this bootcamp, so you must have heard about React.JS. Let's try to understand what it is. So, have you guys seen somebody building a wall? What do we need to build a wall, guys? Can you guys let me know? What do you think we need to build a Wall, guys. Wall. Just a normal wall. Okay. I want to build a wall right now. What are the things that I need? Bricks, very good. Concrete, very good. Bricks and concrete. If I am having bricks and cement or bricks and concrete, I will be able to build a wall, right? Now, this is the ancient way of building walls, guys. Okay, what used to happen was I want to build a house. Let's assume I want to build a house. So I'll start by building a wall itself. I'll put brick and then cement, then brick, then cement, then brick, then cement, and so on and so forth to create a wall. And then I'll create multiple walls. I'll join them together to build one floor, and so on and so forth. And I'll build multiple other floors as well right over there. Now, this is where a lot of time is being invested, a lot of labor is being invested. You need a lot of people to actually build multiple walls parallelly so that you are able to do it properly itself. A lot of bricks, a lot of cement is needed, and many a times there might be some flaws, and you will have to do redo things. So, a lot of time, a lot of efforts, a lot of labor is being invested into doing this. Now, this is where a new particular framework came into being. Where is my writing tablet? Let me bring my writing tablet so I'll draw it out for you guys. Sit. बैठो बैठो पढ़ाई करो पढ़ाई करो चलो चलो चलो, बैठो बैठो. Was there a class yesterday? I'm so sorry, but there wasn't a class yesterday. I was not able to get the stream software to work. Okay. Okay. Susie, गंदा बच्चा. क्या चाहिए बच्चा? तुम्हें भी YouTube पे आना है. Guys, somebody wants to say hi to you guys. So this is Susie. I think so. She wants to say hi to you guys. She has been waiting for quite some time. Say hi. Say hi to people. What happened? You don't want to say hi right now? चलो कोई बात नहीं. Study properly. तुम्हारा भी कल टेस्ट लेंगे. But हूँ क्या हूँ? Study. चलो. Okay, so right over here, guys, let's try to understand something, right? Let me open up OneNote for you guys. So this old method of creating walls got replaced by a new thing, in which what they did was they took some wooden planks, guys. They took some wooden planks like this. Okay, for example, this is one wooden plank. This is another particular wooden plank right over here. They closed it from both the sides. Okay, they closed it from both the sides right over here. So just imagine just this being closed right over here, guys. And then they started putting up different kinds of bars into it. Okay, so let's say iron bar or steel bars inside of it. So this is like steel bars going inside of it, and then they poured the cement inside of it. Then they start pouring the cement inside of it. So this is entirely filled by cement. They will let it settle for a day or two, and then they will remove the entire wooden planks, and you will get the entirety of the wall made in just 2 days. You'll get the entirety of the wall made in just 2 days, guys. Now the same thing, if I want to make an entire like first floor itself, I'll just create a framework of these walls. I'll just create a framework of these walls. I'll pour in the entirety of my particular cement itself. I'll let it settle for 1 or 2 days. I'll remove the wooden planks, and I'll get the entirety of the floor built at once. This particular type of flexibility that you are able to get right over here to make the entire thing without doing it from scratch is what React.JS provides us as well. React.JS basically, so if you're building up a website, right, you build up a website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, this is like using bricks and cements, guys. It's like using bricks and cement to build a wall. You are basically using the older things to do it. Now, a faster, much more efficient, much more optimized way of making a website is through React.JS. But what exactly is React.JS? So React.js is termed as a library. Okay, let's go back to our particular website. Okay, we'll go back to our web page itself and we'll search for React.js. Okay, so as you're able to see, it is being called as the library for web and native user interfaces. Okay, so React.js is basically like a very big library where there are a lot of different tools. Inside of a library, you have a lot of books, right? So instead of books, you have a lot of tools right over there inside of this library, and each of these tools that you are having, you can utilize it to do something related to building a website. Okay, now what are these things? We'll talk about it. You don't have to worry about that. For example, let's take up an example. Have you guys used the older versions of Facebook? Have you guys used the older version of Facebook, guys? Please let me know. So if you guys remember, every time you wanted to check whether you are having a notification or not, you had to refresh the entire page. If you guys remember it, or maybe some other websites that you have used in the previous days itself, in which if you wanted to check whether you're having a message or any notification or something like that, you had to refresh the entire page to check it. Like you will have to refresh the entire page, and then it will basically show you that okay, you are having this particular notification or you are having this particular thing itself, and so on and so forth. Now that is very old case itself. Now React.js, what it did was it started using something called as real DOM and virtual DOM. We are going to study about that as well. You don't have to worry about that. But using these concepts, what it did was each and every part of your website is independently able to communicate with the backend. Right now, what used to happen was your entire website used to contact one API, one waiter itself. Think about it in such a way. Your entire front end used to connect to one particular waiter to get any kind of knowledge that okay, something has changed, okay, a new notification has come up or something has happened, so that it is you have to refresh the entire page, and that information will then be transferred to the front end. Okay, so basically, if I'm the front end, I have just one waiter who's going to tell me that okay, some changes has happened with me, and then I can showcase that. So I have to refresh the entire website. But with the coming up of React.js, each and every part of my front end is individually able to talk to the API, individually able to talk to the waiter that, hey, dude, is there any updates for me in particular? Think about it as a class, right? A classroom which is able to talk to the teacher, but if the entire class is present, only then they can talk to the teacher. So they will never get to know any kind of notifications right over there. That is the reason why now every student individually can talk to the teacher and get to know that okay, there is some changes, there is some new notifications, I can showcase it to my user itself. That is one of the first things that React.js did. Now, if you go to Instagram or something, I don't know if Instagram is logged in right over here or not. Yeah, Instagram is not logged in. Let's try to log in. Maybe the password works. I don't remember the password as well. So yeah, the password also doesn't work. Okay, let's take up with LinkedIn. Okay, so right over here, I've opened up LinkedIn. As you're able to see the notifications that are there, the messages that are there, the particular networks that are there, it is able to come up right over here. So please explain briefly about APIs. On the very first day I have done it. On the very first day I've done it a little bit about APIs, like just an understanding about the topic. But if you want to learn more about APIs, the next boot camp is on backend development. So there you can learn it in a little bit more depth. Now, one of the other things that React.js did was bringing a particular concept called as components. So let me open up Airbnb. I don't know if you guys know about Airbnb or not. It's actually pretty decent. I've used it once or twice. But especially if you're traveling in groups, I'll definitely suggest to explore some Airbnb. Now, in Airbnb, as we're able to see right over here, you are having these particular like information about different things. Let's go with OMG. Okay, let's go with OMG right over here. So you're having all these different cards. are we able to see that some of the features in the cards are very similar to each other? For example, every card has a carousel of images right over here in the exact same manner. There's a like button right over there. There is some kind of information. Where is this particular location located at? How many stars or what is the review of this? There is how many kilometers away, when it is available, what is the price per night, and so on and so forth. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this? Like this is common between all the cards that are present right over there. The fuck? This is the 2 lakh rupees per night. Okay. Okay. So this is common between all of them, right? Okay. So now early on, if you wanted to create something like this, what used to happen was you had to write the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code for all of these individually. If I want to have 100 cards on my website, I will have to write the code for 100 different cards, 100 different HTML code, same CSS code, and then same JavaScript code. I have to write it 100 times right over there. But with the coming up of React.JS, React.JS said that why do you want to do this? Why do you want to, if you want 100 cards on your website, why do you want to write the same code 100 times? It makes no sense. Have you heard about programming? Have you heard about functions? What are you doing right over here? So let's use functions. Let's do one thing. Let's compile all the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript node for one particular card in one particular function. Okay, let's compile whatever HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code is required to load up this particular card. Let's put that up inside of one function itself, and let's reuse that function every time you want a card. Every time that you want a card, just reuse that particular function. Why do you want to write the code again and again and again? And this concept is not called as functions, but it is called as components in React.js. It is called as components in React.js. Okay. Is React.js equal to all HTML, CSS, JavaScript? Absolutely not. So it is more as if you take up a stick. Okay, what is HTML, CSS, JavaScript? I want to travel from Bangalore to Delhi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a very big stick. Okay, this is what HTML, CSS, JavaScript is. I'm going to buy a very big stick right over there. Okay, I'm going to put two particular circular modules on both the ends. I'm going to do the exact same thing in the front as well. I'm going to connect these two sticks together, and I'm going to attach this to a particular cow. Okay, just like a bullet card. I'm going to create this. That is what HTML, CSS, and JavaScript is. React.js is like a car. Okay, you get a proper car with a proper engine and everything. Yeah, that is not a very good car picture. This is React.js. It's a proper car with an engine and everything. You put down fuel, you take it from point A to point B. Now, what is the difference between the two? A car has all the optimal things that are needed by default to help you do a certain task. You want to create a website, whatever is required to create a website in the most optimized manner possible will already be there with React.js. With HTML, CSS, JavaScript, you will have to create all of these things from scratch, which will take up a lot of time. Okay. Secondly, the most important feature of React.js that I think is its adaptability. Okay, so React.js just can't be used for web development. It can be used, so there's a version of that called as React Native that can be used to build Android apps, iOS apps, WebOS apps, everything that you want. So that particular adaptability that is there is something that sets React.js apart. Now there are other tools as well. You are having Flutter, you are having let's say Angular JS is there, and so many different things. Why React.js? Why not these other things? First of all, because most of the companies use React.js. Okay, it does not say there's Vue.js right over there, there's Next.js right over there. There are new things that have come up in the market, and YouTubers be like, "Oh, Next.js karo bhai. Oh, we do Vue.js," and that is not pretty good. That is really shit, because at the end of the day, no company is actually using these. Flutter itself, made by Google. Google itself is not using Flutter right now. Flutter is used by just small scaled startups, very small startups. Big companies don't use Flutter because Flutter is very heavy. Like you don't want a simple app to be of 1 GB. Okay, you just don't want that. You want the app to be as small as possible. So Flutter is not something that is used in good companies. They don't use it. They are used in very small scale startups which are just coming up. So there's no point in learning these things. Flutter is an alternative to React.JS. Okay. So try to understand one thing, guys. Any new thing that you guys are learning about, most likely it is not for you, because you don't have that time. Yes, if you are working in a company, you're working on your own startup right over there, you want to learn new technologies, yes, you can learn them. But for placements, for getting into a company, any new thing that you're studying is absolutely like you're just wasting your time. Most likely you are wasting your time itself. Okay. In short, React isn't the best just because it's the most popular one. Yes, absolutely yes, because it's the most popular one. That is the reason why we are using React.js. Okay. So will I get certificate? I missed previous classes due to fever. Just Jashant, I'm very sorry, but no. After, if fourth day is the one that you're coming up to, certificates won't be offered to you. What is white React? So it is a different type of React. It has a cover on top of it, like a skin on top of it, but again, not for you. Okay. So now that we have discussed a little bit about React JS right over here, we are going to start with hardcore programming in React JS from tomorrow. What's the difference between React JS and React Native? React JS is used to build websites. React Native is used to build Android apps, iOS apps, web OS apps, watch OS apps, all these kind of stuff. Okay. So React.js is better. So we should do HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. So while building a web, like a particular flow, right, using the frames that were there, you still, I only missed the third class. Then you can definitely, you will get the certificates if you have just missed one class. Okay. Kotlin is also very outdated. Kotlin is an replacement for Android development itself. But again, nobody does that. Everybody uses React Native itself right now. Okay. What was I saying? I forgot about it. What was I saying, guys? I forgot about it. I was saying something important and I am not able to remember what I was saying. Yes. So even though React JS is like a library, you will still have to use HTML, CSS, JavaScript to do stuff. Okay, it is not as if ki, like React JS is something very different, something on its own. It's a nothing. It's just a very big library. It has a lot of tools that you can use to make your work easier. But at the end of the day, you are making the website using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Just that now you are having tools to help you do that faster, to help you do that much more efficiently and easily. So you're still using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You don't have an option right over there. Okay? Are you guys able to understand? Are you guys able to understand, guys? Please let me know. I'm in third year, not started coding. How can I get a good placement? Data structure algorithms, competitive programming, one development. Okay. Well, so what's the roadmap for a good game developer? So just go to China. If you were born in China, you can become a good game developer. If you're born in India, then I'll suggest not to. Okay. Can you tell which order we should learn these languages? Do one for DSA and CP, choose between C++ and Java. Otherwise, the next thing that you can do is whatever you are doing for development, just two languages itself. Yes, I will do it today, Mahim Khan. I will do that today. Okay. Okay. What if we search for a library in front of HR? It does not matter. See, development may usually basics you should know. If you are mentioning that you have learned React JS and you don't even know basics of React JS without using the net, then most likely you are an idiot. Like you shouldn't then put it up. Then you don't know React JS at the end of the day. But yes, some advanced concepts, yeah, you can definitely search it on the net in front of them. But for DSA you can't do that. What's the difference between C and C++? The same difference between a bullock cart and a car. Like C++ is the one that you need to study. Dig it. For app development, which is built React Native or Flutter, I will suggest React Native. Don't do Flutter right over there. Because if you're doing React Native, then you are eventually learning React JS as well. So you're doing both at the same particular point of time. You're learning Android development as well as web development. React.js is important in HTML, CSS, other languages. First of all, HTML, CSS is not a language, but yeah. Is DSA course hard or difficult? Yes, it is. It is just like you not knowing anything about mathematics and you starting to learn mathematics right now for the very first time. So you will find it hard, right? Anything new that you're doing, you will find it hard. You have to practice. The more that you practice, the more that you learn, you will be able to get better at it. I'm not good at CP. I hardly do well in contests. However, I'm practicing DSA and solving problems on LeetCode. Is doing CP must? Absolutely yes. CP is really very important, and you'll get better at it with practice. See, the more questions that you solve, right, the more types of questions you know, and the more types of questions that you know, then when you get a question, you will be able to relate that this question is similar to a previous question that I've solved, and hence you will be able to solve it. Okay. Okay, where to do DSA from? You can do it from the internet. Any particular course, you can take it up. You can do it from DevTown as well. BCA is mandatory for getting good placements? Absolutely not. So, can you provide PDF about classes, sir? Please, absolutely not. Today only I'm seeing that you're replying to most of our questions. Yeah, because I'm done with the theoretical aspect of React.JS. I need to start with the practical, and I don't want to start with the practical today. Today is Friday night. I want to enjoy my Friday night. Okay. Sir, I'm pursuing BSc after I'm. Can I go for MCA? Absolutely not. That will be a very, very, very bad decision. Go with a placement. So I have a question to placements from my college. Do I focus on DSA or projects? DSA. How to get off-campus placements by studying? I have not good at coding. Which field is the best? Start coding. देखिए which field is the best, मैं जब janitor बन जाओ भाई मेरे को क्या है. But if you want to, you are not good at coding भाई, to practice. Not good at something, I'll practice. It's not about like, it's not a physical sport that I don't have a leg, I can't play football. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it is coding. You don't have fingers, then come and complain to me, "Hey, I don't have fingers, I can't code." Otherwise, just code. The more that you code, the better you will get at it. Nobody is born good at coding. Oh bhai, I'm good at coding. Okay. How I get paid internships? By learning. What about low code, no code? If you don't want jobs, then definitely learn that. If you want jobs, then please stay away from that. Sir, I want Java course. Can you provide, sir? Why do you want Java course? And what is this Java course? लैंग्वेज सीखना है, जावा एज अ प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, तो फिर कहीं से भी सीख लो भाई, उसके लिए कोर्स क्यों करने का है? If you want to learn something about placements, then go and buy a course. Otherwise, why? How much JavaScript do we need to know to use React.JS? Not a lot. 7 days of learning the programming language is more than sufficient. I'm doing masters in blockchain, so I still need to learn DSA. तुम्हें तो ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है भाई प्रीत. You need to learn it a lot right over there because blockchain में कोई placements नहीं है अब. Okay, which programming language is better, C++ or Java? For DSA, both of them are equivalent. There is no difference between the two. In my first year, should I do DSA or web dev? In my first year, DSA. What is hackathon? It is basically an event at which you are given topics, or maybe you can choose a topic on your own and you build a particular project from scratch to finish within a certain amount of time, with a team or alone, depending upon what kind of competition it is. And on the basis of that, you are being judged and given awards, right? That is hackathon. How many languages should I learn for web dev? Just the JavaScript is more than sufficient. Um, Apna playlist for DSA will follow or not. I'll suggest go with a particular program, because on YouTube, whatever playlist that I've seen, they are mostly incomplete, because most likely they have a course and they will be like, they will not put everything on YouTube. So many of the things are usually missing right over there. Can web browsers read JSX directly? Absolutely not. JSX is read by Babel, then converted into vanilla JavaScript. That is then read by your particular browsers itself. Which two programming languages are best for learning? One would be anything between C++ and Java. Other would be Python or JavaScript, based upon you are going with data science or full stack development. Do you have any suggestion for YouTube channel for DSA? Like I said, I usually don't suggest students to learn DSA from YouTube. Reason being, what I feel so is most of the people on YouTube have their own courses and they don't put everything on YouTube. So most of the knowledge is actually missing in the YouTube videos. I'm good in coding only online. I was not able to learn it. How to get internships, sir? By learning, by practicing. For which language, DSA, C++, or Java, DSA will get more placements? There is no comparison between the two. Both are the exact same. Companies don't discriminate between the two. So I didn't have programming language. I'm a triple E student converted into CSE. Can you say an easy process, simple DSA, CP, and then one dev? Do you want to come to our college at Kolkata? Absolutely, yes. I will be more than thrilled to do that. So, can you please explain internship which is offered by DevTown? It is not exactly an internship. We have a particular program, a training and internship program that we organize in which we handle everything that you need to learn for your placements. So that is basically what it is. What is LeetCode? LeetCode is an amazing platform that you can use to practice competitive programming or DSA from. So LeetCode is an online platform, and I will suggest using that. I'm good at coding. Any online interns, just apply. If you're good at coding, then you should have applied. You should have got it. If you're not good at it, then you're not getting selected. It's as simple as that. See, being good at coding is not important. Do you have projects? Do you have experience? Do you have good projects under your belt? That is what is important. Then start applying to companies if you have that. Is web development on demand? It is always going to be on demand. There's never going to be a case in which web development is going off demand itself. How to improve soft and hard skills by practicing. That will I suggest. Soft skills ke yaar, I have a good technique. I used to do this. My English was very shit, and I couldn't communicate with people properly. I used to take up novel. Like I at the point of time I was reading this Krishna's Key. I used to take that novel up. I used to read one entire chapter on my own. Anything that I'm not able to understand, I used to check up on the internet itself. I used to close the book. I used to look myself in the mirror, and I used to recap or summarize the entire chapter right over there. Okay, so that is how I improved my own English. My English is still very bad, but at least I'm able to communicate with the people. Visa will build ChatGPT front-end clone or whole ChatGPT clone. Abhishek, what is the name of this bootcamp? Please do let me know. If you're see if and Abhishek, if you're not able to analyze according to the name of the bootcamp what we are going to build after these many days, then I suggest you are not good at normal like brain level things itself. So my parents are interested in doing MCA or BSc, MSc. Do you have anything to say? Please do not do it. Look for placements right now. Okay. Today, someone is calling from DevTown, selected in a group. You can definitely do that. That is basically for the citizenship program that you have applied for. Which topics do we have to learn in maths for data science? Absolutely nothing. Anything that you have learned till 12th standard mathematics is more than sufficient for that. You don't need to learn anything new for the same itself. Okay. Um, so through DevTown's insertion, do we get PPO? Absolutely yes. Can I get a job if I've done BSc CS? I have good skills. Absolutely yes. Okay. See, again, for job roles or internships, companies are looking for DSA, CP, and good projects. If you have these three things, you will get it. If you don't have these three things and you're the best web developer in the entire world, you're best at coding in the entire world, you will still not get anything. It's as simple as that. Please try to understand this. I've seen many people writing over here. I have good programming skills. I have good coding skills. I have good this skill, that skill. It does not matter, guys. Being very frank, it really does not matter. If you have DSA, if you have competitive programming, if you have good projects under your belt, you will get internships and placements. If you don't have that, you will not get it. It's as simple as that. Okay. Can we look for hackathons off campus? Absolutely yes. You should definitely do that. How much time does it take to prepare for a good placement? At least 6 to 8 months at the bare minimum. Minimum 8 months, I will say. Should I do CP on Code Forces? If you're really good at Lead Code and Code Chef, then only go for Code Forces. Otherwise, not. Okay. Okay, I'll give you guys the attendance right now. Okay, and then you guys can proceed further. We'll end the class. I learned Python, Java, C++, C, HTML, Django, networking, ethical hacking. What should I study next? You should first of all stop studying, okay, because you're just wasting your time learning all these things. Okay, first of all, this is what I say to students. It's not important what to study. It is important what not to study. Most of you guys just waste your time learning things that are never going to be helpful for you guys for placements. For example, what this fellow did, right? Most of the things that he did has no relationship to placements. He's not going to get any help through that. Focus upon data structures and algorithms. Focus upon competitive programming. Focus upon just one particular dev. That's it. Either it be web dev, either it be data science, either it be something else. Just one particular thing. And please first do DSA and CP, then go for development. If you're doing development first and then trying to go for DSA, CP, you're just wasting your time once again. Okay, so for web dev, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.JS, MongoDB is enough or not? Absolutely not enough. Absolutely not. For web development, if you want jobs, you need to be a full stack developer. You need to have front end, back end, DevOps, as well as cloud computing. What should we learn for doing software engineering? Very simple: DSA, CP, and then one dev. Anything between data science or full stack will be more than sufficient. Please start filling up the attendance right over here, guys. In the attendance link is there in live chat. We'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. So why not pursue MSc or MCA? Because अगर अभी placement नहीं लग रहा तो MSc और MCA करके कहाँ से घंटा placement लगने वाला है? What you need to study right now to get a placement, you have to study the exact same thing in MSc or MCA to get the exact same placement. तो अभी पढ़ के placement ले लो. MSc MCA करके क्या करोगे तुम? कॉलेज वैसे भी घंटा कुछ नहीं पढ़ाने वाला है तुम्हें प्लेसमेंट के लिए, सब खुद ही पढ़ने गए तुम्हें. डिग्री डज नॉट मैटर, what matters is your knowledge. So my tech stack is Spring Boot. I'm able to handle front end also. That's why I started React. But my first priority is always doing DSA because I'm targeting MNCs. So please suggest. Very good, Neeraj. Just focus upon your DSA, competitive programming. That is what you need to focus upon and be very good at it. So PC developer is better or mobile app developer. Both of them are shit. So पहले सीपीपी जरूरी है करना, 7 दिन से ज्यादा मत देना. अगर सीपीपी कर रहे हो, डोंट गिव मोर देन 7 days. ठीक है. What do we have to learn for being a software engineer? Data structure algorithms, competitive programming, and anything between data science or full stack. After doing Mernstack, can I get a high paying job? Absolutely not. Mernstack में तो भाई मैं internship भी ना दूं किसी को. देखिए, after doing Mernstack, you have to do backend, you have to do cloud computing, you have to do DevOps, you have to make at least 3 very good projects, 2 clones and 1 SaaS projects to get a good opportunity. उस पे भी very good placement तो मत बोलो कि भाई 40-50 लाख मिल जाएगा, maximum 20-25 लाख तक जाओगे. That's it. Okay. Please complete your attendance and we'll meet in our tomorrow's class and continue from right over there. Thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye.